Once a little brown street dog roamed the busy and crowded streets. He was skinny, with matted fur and a crooked tail. He didn't have a name or a home, but he was a survivor. Every day, he scavenged for scraps of food in garbage bins and begged for scraps from the humans passing by. Despite his harsh existence, the little brown dog was happy. He had learned to find joy in the small things in life. Like the warmth of the sun on his back, the sound of birds chirping in the trees, and the feeling of a kind hand reaching out to pet him. One day, as he was wandering through the crowded streets, he heard the sound of children laughing and playing in a nearby park. He followed the sound until he came to the entrance of the park. As he peeked through the gate, he saw a group of children playing with a ball. They were laughing and shouting, and the little brown dog felt a pang of longing. He had never had anyone to play with before. He hesitated for a moment, unsure if he should approach the children. But as he watched them, he felt a sudden burst of courage. He walked through the gate and trotted up to the children, wagging his tail. At first, the children were hesitant. They had never seen a street dog before, and they weren't sure if he was safe. But as the little brown dog nuzzled their hands and wagged his tail, they began to warm up to him. Before long, the little brown dog had become a regular fixture in the park. The children would play with him, pet him, and even share their snacks with him. He had never felt so loved and cared for in his life. As the days passed, the little brown dog grew bolder. He would wait at the gate of the park, wagging his tail and barking in excitement as the children arrived. He had found a family, and he wasn't going to let them go. But the little brown dog's newfound happiness was not to last. One day, as he was playing in the park with the children, he felt a sharp pain in his side. He yelped in pain and tried to run away, but he couldn't move. The children were frightened and didn't know what to do. They ran to get help, and soon a kind-hearted woman arrived with a basket. She scooped up the little brown dog and rushed him to the animal hospital. The doctors at the animal hospital worked hard to save the little brown dog's life. They gave him medicine, cleaned his wounds, and even gave him a warm bath. The little brown dog was scared and in pain, but he knew that the doctors were trying to help him. As he lay in his hospital bed, the little brown dog thought about his life. He had been alone for so long, living on the streets and struggling to survive. But now, he had a family. The children in the park had given him a taste of what it was like to be loved and cared for, and he knew that he never wanted to go back to his old life. When he was well enough to leave the hospital, the kind-hearted woman who had brought him there took him home with her. She gave him a name, Brownie, and a warm bed to sleep in. Brownie was grateful for his new home, but he couldn't help but think about the children in the park. He missed them and longed to see them again. One day, the kind-hearted woman took Brownie to the park. He was overjoyed to see the children again, and they were thrilled to see him. They played together, ran around, and laughed. The end.